Hello, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here today on Narcissism 101 Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom. All right, so before we get into what we're going to talk about today, if you want a one-on-one session, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com, or you can send me a text message at 647-406-3057. If you want to give a call to that number, just send a text and just let me know that you want to talk about your narcissistic experience or that you need help. And I'd be more than happy to give you some help tailored to your situation. And we'll be able to go away from there. So, what we are going to talk about today without further ado is when the narcissist knows that they have you. Yes. Many people don't realize and don't know when the narcissist truly is doing damage to them until it's too late. This is what is known as the love bomb stage. And if you're new to my channel, if this is the first video you're watching, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you watching this, joining the channel, getting some wisdom, getting some knowledge. I really appreciate you being here. So when the narcissist knows that they have you, many times it's too late. Many times people are caught up in the love bomb stage. The love bomb stage, for those who are new to this channel, if you're new today, the love bomb stage is where the narcissist makes everything seem too good to be true. When you feel as though you just entered the best relationship, that you just met the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, or you just feel so good. You have a good feeling. You've never felt this happy in your life. You feel as though this couldn't have happened sooner. You're having all these great feelings that you've never really had before. And it doesn't even have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a spouse, wife, husband. It doesn't have to be that. It can even be your boss at work, let's say. Let's say it's your boss at work. And let's say that for the first time you're meeting this boss and they're making you feel so amazing. It's like, I've never had a boss that gives me everything I want. They make me feel good and everything is amazing and I'm getting along with them. This is like my dream job. You feel like you're on top of the world and you're so happy and you're just wondering why is this all happening now? Or it could be somebody you met at the grocery store, for example. You're at the store and you bump into this person and now you guys are talking for hours and then you're wondering, wow, this person's amazing. They share the same things that I do and they even offer to pay for my groceries. Like, wow, this is no one's ever treated me this way before. And you're having all these thoughts and you're wondering, how is this happening to me? Well, unfortunately, what you don't know is that person that you're considering, that person that you're just meeting, or this new person, what you don't know is that they have a hidden agenda. They have a hidden agenda because they know inside their minds what they are going to do to you, and they see you. And the truth is, they were watching you. They may have not been, but they were watching you. They had eyes on you, and they saw something different in you. They saw that you're a person with a high level of empathy. That you're a person who wouldn't give up, that you're a person who gives to everybody, that you're a giver and you're not a taker. And this is what narcissists look for. This is what they seek for. This is what they love. They love people that will not stop giving until there's nothing left to give. And so when you were caught up in that love bomb stage where everything was so good and everything's amazing, the narcissist knew that. They knew that you weren't going to give up. They knew that if they asked you for something, that you were going to do it for them, that you wouldn't stop, that you wouldn't say no. Because if you said, because you've been groomed throughout your life to think that if you ever said no, that you would get in trouble, or that someone would hate you, or someone feel this way about you or that way about that. That's how you were groomed from when you were younger, up until this point that you're watching my video. And so when it comes down to the narcissist, when they know that they have you, they know that they have you when you do something for them that's way out of the ordinary. Whether it's moving in together with them, whether it's, let's say, starting a business with them, whether it's, let's say, you loan them a couple dollars and After a while, then those couple of dollars turn to thousands of dollars, and then before you know it, your money's running out. And then the narcissist, they're looking at you, asking you why you don't have enough money. And remember, narcissists love money, and they love your money more than any other money, because they know that your money, you will never stop giving to them. And so they keep asking you and asking you and asking you. So money is another thing. Another thing the narcissist knows. Let's say that let's say that you moved in with them. Let's say that you were new to the area. Let's say that you just met them, let's say, and you thought that they were great, and said you're like, okay, why don't I just move in with them? Why don't we just move in together? But you weren't. But see, you didn't know that there were people on this planet Earth that want to destroy you, that want to do damage to you, physically, sometimes emotionally, spiritually, socially. They want to destroy everything good about you. You didn't know that there were people on this planet that do that. You thought that you knew that there were toxic people, that there were people that were just mean, but you didn't think that there were people that do this on purpose, and that these people that are doing this to you are not just doing it to you, but they're doing it to multiple people at the same time. Maybe they just met a person before you the same day at the grocery store, and they have them on the hook, and now they've run into you, and now you're on the hook, and now they're gonna go do it to another person. Now they have multiple. They always need to have multiple people on the hook, because they know that at one point one of those people is going to figure them out. That one of those people is going to wonder what is really going on. Why that person is. Why when the person. The empath reaches out to the narcissist, why the narcissist isn't reaching back out to them? Why are the narcissists ghosting them? Why is it that anytime they need something, the narcissist is nowhere to be found? They just disappear, right? And so when you do something pivotal for them, like, you move in with them, or let's say that, you loan them some money or something like that, you can come up with your own examples. It doesn't matter whether you started a ministry with them in the church. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But then once the narcissist knows that once you do one of these things, the narcissist knows that they have you. Now, what does it mean when the narcissist knows they have you? What that means, and you probably heard about this through other channels and things like that, what it really means, this is the point when the narcissist starts disrespecting you, because they know that they've done all their hard work with you. They know that they love bomb you. They know that they sort of worked on you in the love bomb stage, and they reeled you into their way of thinking. And now they know that they know, and they think inside their mind that you will not leave them, that you won't go anywhere. This is when they know that they have you. And so they know that they have you. This is when they start disrespecting you. This is when they start ghosting you. This is when they start gaslighting you. When they start making you doubt your reality. When you start, when they start putting doubts in your mind, and then you're saying, no, that's not what happened. This is what happened. And the narcissist says, nope. And at times you may even have proof. You will show them the proof that, look, I took this down my phone. This is what we agreed to. And the narcissist will say, nope, that didn't happen. And then they'll start to rewrite history. And you're wondering, what the heck? What is this? And then what usually happens when the narcissist gaslights, I made a video on gaslighting, is that what usually happens is that you, the empath, you are the one that ends up apologizing and saying sorry. Maybe I got it wrong. And the narcissist knows this, because they know that they did all their work on you. They know that you wouldn't quit. They know that you would always give to them. You would always do what they say, right? And so the narcissist knows this. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing all the time. Why? Because you're not the first person that they've done this to. You're not the last person that they're going to do this to. They're always on the go. They're always looking at, they're always comparing their supply sources. If you don't know what supply is, it's anything that gives the narcissist energy, right? And so when it comes down to it, guys, when the narcissist knows that they have you, this is a really, really challenging part of the narcissist relationship, which is known as the devaluation stage. The devaluation stage is when the narcissist is disrespecting you, when you don't know what's happening. Many times you're questioning yourself, and the narcissist will start blaming you for everything, that goes wrong. Whether they go wrong or right, the narcissist has to blame you, because they need someone to dump their toxicity on. And for this specific amount of time, it's going to be you. or it's going to be you. Because the narcissist always needs someone to dump toxicity on because they can't hold it up in and of themselves. That's why many times when a narcissist ghosts you, many times they ghost you and they go to let their demons out somewhere, whether it's in their car and they pull up to some isolated area out of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, and they'll start screaming in their car and they'll go crazy because they need to let all their demons out, because they don't want you anywhere near them, because they know if you're anywhere near them to witness that, then they know that what you're going to think about them. You're going to want nothing to do with them. You're going to want to run away as far as you can from them. But they can't have that seed. They need somebody around to dump their toxicity on. And so when the narcissist knows that they have you, they will also make it seem as though nothing you do is good enough. Right? Whether in the love bomb stage, let's say that you cooked really good food. Let's say that you had intercourse with them. You guys had sex and all that stuff. Whatever the case may be. Let's say that you had a lot of money in the love bomb stage. You were rich and you were providing for them and all that. And then now that the devaluation stage is kicked in, now your money's starting to run out. And the narcissist is wondering why don't you have a lot of money? What's going on? Or let's say that they ask you to buy them something, and then you say, I don't think I can afford that. And then the narcissist is saying, why can't you afford that? Now they know inside their head what they're doing. They know that you can't afford that, but they play the stupid card because they know exactly what they're doing, and they know that you won't stop giving. And that's what they're looking for. Somebody who's not going to stop giving. Someone who's going to tolerate their abuse and their poor behavior, right? And so another thing that they're going to do during the devaluation stage is they're going to continue looking for your replacement. Whether when you guys are sitting together, supposedly watching a movie or watching TV, and they're on their smartphone right beside you, and then they're scrolling through their smartphone looking for your replacement, and then you look at them and say, "Are we supposed to be together?" And then they look at you with the smirk. Or not the smirk, but they also start to, or they also say, "Oh, it's nothing. I'm just playing games on my phone. I'm still watching the TV. Continue watching it." And then sooner or later they get up and then they walk into the next room, and then you're left there watching TV by yourself. Or they go into the bathroom for 4 hours and they claim they're using the bathroom, but they've been in the bathroom scrolling looking for your replacement. Or they just get up out of the bathroom and then they say, "I'll be right back," and they'll say, "I'm going to my aunt's house, or I'm going to my uncle's house, or I'm going to my friend's house. I'll be at my friend's house for a couple of hours. I'll be gone. You know my friend." And then you'll be like, "Yeah, but what? We're supposed to be spending time together." And the narcissist says, "Love you, bye," and then they go, right? So these are some of the things that the narcissist is going to do when they know that they have you. And if you know what I'm talking about, you can drop comments below if you can relate to these experiences. The narcissist knows what they're doing, right? And they know that once they have something, they don't want it anymore. That's why when they have you in the devaluation stage, that they treat you like you're garbage. They treat you like you're nothing, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter if you're so beautiful, if you're sexy, if you're amazing. It doesn't matter if you have a really good job that pays you $100,000 a year. None of that matters. What matters to the narcissist is what you could provide to them for that specific time. Because the question the narcissist asks is, what have you done for me today? Not what did you do for me last week or, throughout my life, or when you were at those appointments with me for my heart surgery or whatever. That doesn't matter to the narcissist. What matters to them is what are you doing for me right now, today, in this minute, in this hour? What are you going to provide for me today? And if it's nothing, that's when the narcissist discards you. Now, when it comes down to the discard, I just want to point this out. When it comes down to the discard, keep this in mind. Now, for those who are new to the channel, the discard, what it means is that the narcissist just leaves you like that. They just end the relationship abruptly and you don't see it coming. Many times it comes out of left field. Many times it comes when you're vulnerable or when you're celebrating something or when you're really going through something. Like, let's say there's a death in your family. Let's say that you just lost your job, or let's say that you came down with a health concern. Let's say that you lost a lot of money, let's say, or something like that. I don't know. You can make up your own examples. It can be anything. During these times, that's when the narcissist will usually discard people, when they'll just end the relationship abruptly, right? When they'll just stop and then just move on to the next supply, or they'll just go away from you. They'll just leave you just like that, right? So this is what happens when the narcissist knows that they have you. They don't want you anymore because the narcissist knows inside their mind, inside themselves, that they can't commit to anybody because it's too painful for them, because they know inside their minds that they've blown up and they've destroyed so many relationships, and you're not the person who's going to regulate them and change their life miraculously. Now, I need to say something because I know somebody's going to question me. Let's say that the narcissist is in a relationship for a long time. Let's say that they've been married to this person for, let's say, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Let's say that they have this marriage that's been lasting a long time. What I want to say to you guys is you shouldn't assume that everything is as it seems, because 9 out of 10 times, nothing is as it seems. It could seem as though the narcissist has been with this person for 40, 50 years, and the person claims that they love the narcissist loves this person. I want to tell you guys that 9 out of 10 times, that's not true. It is not true. It is all a fake facade. It is all a show. It's a show because the narcissist knows that they cannot maintain a stable relationship. And if that relationship is last 40, 50 years, that person is being abused. That person is codependent. That person believes that there's nothing better out there for them. And in that case, that person, God bless them. Because they're tolerating a lot of abuse and they're not happy. They make it seem like they're happy because they need to put up a front that they're actually happy, that everything's good. Because if they say the opposite of that, they know that the narcissist is going to abuse them more and more and more. So they need to put up a facade. Let's say that, you guys, let's say a couple visits you guys for dinner. Let's say that you open up your house to the couple and you're not the narcissist, you're the empath. And let's say that you and the narcissist meet a couple, and let's say that you invite them over for dinner. And let's say that, you invite them over for dinner, the couple comes by, and let's say that you guys are sitting together, and then the other couple says, the other couple says to the narcissist, "You're such an amazing person," and they say to you that you have such an amazing spouse, your husband is amazing, or your wife is amazing, or your child is amazing, or your boss, the boss you have is amazing, and you're there and you just don't know what to say. You're like, yeah, they are amazing, they're an amazing person. And then the narcissist smirks at you like that. Like that, the narcissist smirks. I can't do the smirk because I'm not a narcissist, but the narcissist smirks at you, or you're just scratching your head like, yeah, he or she's a really good person, and then you guys go off and on, and then throughout the get together there, you're walking on eggshells because you're uncomfortable and you don't know when the next shoe's gonna drop, if the narcissist is gonna blow up at the table, or if the narcissist is gonna pull you aside into the other room and blow up at you and throw a rage fit at you or something like that. I don't know, but I'm just saying, nothing is ever as it seems. That person is tolerating a lot of abuse, or that person doesn't know, that person is stuck. Maybe that person's scared to leave because they're dealing with a malignant narcissist, and they know that if they try to leave, that this malignant narcissist will abuse them, or they don't have any power. They don't have anything. See, many people that are in these narcissistic relationships for long periods of time, many times it's because they're codependent and they don't have anywhere else to go. They may not have any family. They may not, or because the narcissist spread this smear campaign and blew up their family, and now the family wants nothing to do with the empath. Or maybe because the narcissist did something to them and said, if you leave, I'll kill myself, or if you leave, I'll kill you, if you're dealing with a malignant narcissist. Now, when it comes down to malignant narcissists, again, guys, if you're dealing with one, make sure that you deal with them in silence. Do everything in silence. If you're planning on leaving them, do it in silence. If the malignant narcissist is not home, get a friend or something like that. Get the authorities on your side to get yourself slowly moved out. Take all the stuff that you can, all the most important stuff that you can, and start moving those things out slowly. And then once you move those things out, do not come back, and don't tell the narcissist, if they're a malignant narcissist, that you are not coming back and that you have left. Because they will stalk you and they will somehow find you, because they have flying monkeys that will do their bidding for them. They have flying monkeys who have been watching you from day one. And I tell you guys, narcissists know exactly what they are doing. So I want you guys to know, when the narcissist knows that they have you, they don't want you anymore. When the narcissist knows that they've married you, this is when they start to disrespect you. Many times it's right after the wedding. Many times it's right after the honeymoon or during the honeymoon. Many times it's once the kids, grow up and are of age or something like that. If you have kids with them, that's when this is when they show their true colors, when times get hard. See, notice something. Notice that when times get hard, narcissists are nowhere to be found. Notice that when times get hard, this is when the narcissist really shows you who they truly are. Because narcissists don't want to be around for the hard times and the rough times. They want to be around for the good times to say that they're parent of the year, or boyfriend of the year, or girlfriend of the year, or wife of the year, or husband of the year, or boss of the year, or this of the year, or that of the year. It doesn't matter what you want. Narcissists, they all come in many different shapes, sizes, and they speak all different languages, and they know exactly what they're doing. Now, somebody's gonna ask me, someone who's new to the channel is gonna ask me, why do all narcissists know what they're doing? And why do all narcissists all play by the same playbook and do the exact same things? Well, the answer to that question is that narcissists have a disorder in their brain. They have a disorder that affects the way that they think. They have a disorder that deals with the empathy part of their brain. And there are billions, if not millions, of people around the world that don't have this empathy part of their brain functioning the way that it should. And as a result, it's the things that narcissists do, like the manipulation, the gaslighting, all the games, all the things in their playbook. All the things that they do, they need to do this as a coping mechanism for this disorder that they have in their brains. They need to do this as a coping mechanism so that people don't figure them out. They need to do this as a coping mechanism because they're always running. They're always on the run. They're always on the go. Because they always need to be on the go, because they're afraid of themselves. They're afraid of who they are. They're afraid of somebody figuring them out. Now, if you've watched my videos for quite some time, you should know by now that all narcissists thrive off of chaos, confusion, and control. And I need to reiterate it again. Once the narcissist causes chaos in your life, once they start to see that that you're starting to figure them out, like you're getting onto the chaos, that you're noticing a pattern. This is when the narcissist throws confusion. This is when the narcissist confuses you, when they try to do things to throw you off balance, to throw you off kilter, to confuse you. And once they have you confused, that's when they can control you. So get this, guys, and this is why I say narcissists' favorite abuse tactic, and I made a video on that, go watch it. Their favorite abuse tactic is gaslighting, because narcissists know that if they can gaslight you and gaslight you to the point where you can no longer think for yourself, that's when the narcissist knows that they have you in a trap, that they have you in the sunken place. If you watch Get Out, go watch that movie Get Out, Sunken Place. They talk about that. That's when they have you in the trance, in the trauma bond, in the narcissistic fog, where you can't think straight, where you can't think for yourself, where you're codependent on the narcissist's way of thinking because they have you there, right? That's when they know that they can control you. When the narcissist gaslights, they know that they have control of your brain. So I hope that this video helped you. Well, these are the things that happen when the narcissist knows that they have you. If you want a one-on-one session, again, yes, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com. Or you can send a text message to 647-406-3057. If you want to talk, if you want to vent, if you need some advice, if you need some help determining your situation, please feel free to reach out. I'll be more than happy to give you some help. I'll be more than happy to give you some advice and things like that if you need it. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you so much for joining me here today on Narcissism 101 Cracking the Code. And yeah, thank you so much, and thank you so much for being here.